Hi guys, this is Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energy reading for July 23rd. And counting down the days to my birthday. I've got one more day. Now guys, I hate my birthday. I gotta tell you, I usually seclude myself and hide from everything. But it's nice to count it down until I get to my birthday, and then I'm like, seclusion, be a crab. I don't want to talk to anybody because I got a year older. I'm just excited that the day before my birthday, we have a sweet day to talk about. Now let's talk about energy shifting. Okay, so Mercury moves into Leo this evening, and I am so happy to see Mercury leave Cancer where it's debilitated. It doesn't like being in Cancer. Mercury was making a whole lot of emotional-based decisions, and a whole lot created so much chaos. And I think that's because people, for the most part, have been really not been using logic to the degree that they normally would, because you have so much energy making you emotionally vulnerable. Now, I think a lot of us found out our real feelings. A lot of us maybe hidden feelings in us. That was, thanks to Saturn and some definite, very, very powerful squares that we were having. But I think it trudged up. You know what? We can't use our brains in making decisions. We're emotional-based creatures, but I think a lot of us would much rather think everything out logically than we would base it on emotion. If we based our entire lives like we were on the last few weeks, none of us would have really good relationships, or we would have very, very big highs, and then we would have very, very big lows. We would have a lot of crazy family situations that would come out of nowhere, and we would get in fights with our family members more often than not, and that's just not the energy that we want to encourage in our lives. So we did go through a pretty tough few weeks of this Cancer energy, and I hated it. I like it when the energy switches over. I like a balance in energy, and even though I'm a Cancer-based energy, that was just way too much Cancer for me. I just need things to be I need an energy that keeps me fixed and not emotionally on this roller coaster. Many of us made decisions that were like this, and they were very destructive, and they caused a lot of undue pain. But of course, Saturn was in there asking us to revisit those emotional highs and lows so that we could become more well-rounded in what we're really trying to go for in the end. I think it exposed a lot. I think it trudged up a lot, but now it's all moving into, thankfully, a lot of us experienced the worst part of Saturn's energy right about when it was going to go into Leo energy. When Saturn energy and Scorpio energy is going into Leo, I think that's an easier energy overall. Those two energies have an unexpected attraction to each other. They get each other. They're very loyal equally. They're very passionate equally. The fire starts to burn in you a little. It deepens your desire to live a lot more authentically and want to shine more in many areas. So I'm happy to say that now we have the Sun in Leo. We have Mercury moving into Leo, and then today we have your Moon moving into Scorpio. So I think, because now normally I'm not a big fan of a Scorpio moon. You know that a lot of stuff usually comes out on a Scorpio moon, or you just become more intense, or your feelings become more intense, or you become way more intuitive. You see things a little bit on the darker side when your moon switches into Scorpio energy. It really allows you to dissect the darker parts of things, and I think that's positive. The Sun and Mercury are very, very, they're in the same degree, and so they are one. So Mercury, the messenger, the communicator, and the Sun are both going to act at the same time. You'll never get one without the other. These two are like identical twin energy. you know. And so it's going to be squaring off today with the moon in Libra. So you have a passionate sun, right? You know, Leo is home for the sun. And then you have Mercury. So you are going to be communicating very, very passionately. If somebody comes up to you, you're going to be an ego-based energy, of course, because everything is going to revolve around keeping you happy, being authentic. This is going to be a me-based energy this week. Definitely. And that's not going to sit well with the Libra moon. So say today you have a conversation with somebody. It's going to set off me-based, ego-based energy, and you're going to talk about what you desire, what you need, what you want. You're going to think about everything in your life that you are passionate, your creative endeavors, your romantic pursuits, you know, anything that you want to do that is just makes you exude creativity, that is going to be self-oriented today. So somebody's not on board with you today. You are going to have a conversation about it, and it may not be ideal. I'm going to say that if it were me, use your silver tongue to calm down this moon and Libra energy, because they're squaring. So you know what, if you're not considering others in your little scenario of what makes you happy, you better believe you may have a conversation about that makes you really explore that. The moon is going to be in Libra, but it's going into Scorpio, and it's not going in Scorpio until the evening. And so, you know, if you are not, you know, Libra energy doesn't really like to tolerate when it's not a balanced energy. And when you have a lot of energy moving into Scorpio, into Leo, that is not a balanced energy. That is a me-based energy. And so I think you may find that you go into opposition with people if you come off too strong. You can come off extremely strong today. Which is, you know what I noticed? I noticed that when energy changes, and I've really noticed this in the last couple months. I don't know if anybody else has, but when energy changes into a different energy, about a few days before that energy, I actually feel the energy changing, and I really identify with the energy. So like, say if energy is going to transfer into like Leo energy, which it will, I'm going to become self-oriented, self-motivated, self-oriented. I'm going to, you know, think about what I want, what my authentic needs are. I just notice it every single time. And I just, you know, I don't know if you guys do. So you may already be feeling this way. You may be feeling the energy shifting into what you want, what you desire, and you're going to want to make me-based decisions. But just remember that this moon in Libra isn't going to be on board with that until about 8 p.m. So you may have some issues with that. But now that we've talked about tough energy, because I'm over it. Oh, I have one more tough energy to talk about, and then I'm going to be like, rah, rah, rah. I've got the good stuff to talk about. Scorpio and Jupiter are going to square off again, along with Venus and Virgo. So Venus and Virgo energy is like one of those energies that is just a people-pleasing energy, and it just really wants to make peace. So I think it'll work really well if Saturn makes it sit down, slaps its hands, and says, do this. Of course, Venus energy in Virgo is going to be like, what do you need me to do? I'll do it. I'll do anything you want to keep on your good side. But Jupiter is an ego-based energy. It's a benefic energy against this malefic planet. And, you know, these two power struggle back and forth between, and I don't see Saturn as evil and Jupiter is good, but sometimes I do. In the fact that when these two get into it, we are down here feeling very overwhelmed by what we're feeling. So if Saturn gets set off, say if you are ego-oriented and you're a me-based energy on this day, That's going to set Saturn off. And, you know, Venus is going to want to work through it all. And Jupiter is going to be like, I just want to make me feel good. I've been feeling like crap, and I just want to feel good, and I want to make everybody feel good, and I just want to give you nothing but beautiful presents along the way. Like, it just wants to be benefic and give you all of your heart's desires. But Saturn seems determined that it's just not going to fully allow that. So I want to make you aware of that. And don't forget Uranus is in here squaring off with Mars in Cancer. So you could have opposition in your home and family. You could have opposition with trying to buy a place that you ideally want. If you're moving, it could not go well. If you're moving things out of somebody's house, it could not go well. It could just be a weird day, unexpected day, very, very emotional day. But let's talk about positive energy, because we can get sucked into this Uranian and Scorpio energy of today, but I'm over it. Like, there is something else to focus on. I will do it with all of my might, because I'm so over my butt being handed to me. So, Pluto energy and Neptune energy are going to be doing a little dance. They are sextiling today. And so, hi, baby. Hi, meow, meow. Hi, baby. So, Pluto is going to be... And it's funny, these energies are weird energies. They don't actually, they're opposites, but they're going to dance today. So you idealize something, you want something, you know, you want to spiritually seek a higher power, you really want something better for your life, or you idealize it, or you see a better, hi, baby. Oh, Kiki, Mama. Oh my gosh. See, when I pet my cat, my dog is like, I'm so abused. Like, why are you petting the cat? These two are so cute, but like, really, like, you're so drama. Hey, babies. Oh, yes. So I think that deep down in the depths of you, there is something that you're idealizing, something that you want, something you feel is not quite tangible, or that you can actually have. You feel not worthy. You feel not worthy of it. And so I think what's going to happen is you're going to have Pluto saying, you are worthy, and you've been working really hard, and you've been fighting your demons, and today's a victory day. Today's a good day to, like, idealize something and really feel good about it. And then you have your moon in Libra / Scorpio around, 8 p.m. really expanding that mindset. And you've got logical, Venus and Virgo energy, really wanting to find a way to get that for you. It really wants you to be worthy. It really, when you have these glorious sextiles, you're at the highest vibration of all of these energies. So, if you can find a way to just really get outside of all of the dark energy, you can get sucked down into self-doubt, and you can really let this stuff pull you down. Or you can really elevate your thinking today. Today is definitely a day that you can make a benefic day, or you can make it a tragic day. It's totally up to you. For me, if I get any glimmer of hope, I just suck to it. I do. So it's like, you know what? If fantasy's all I got in today, and that's the only way that I get a great day, I'm sitting there making myself fantasize. I'm making myself fantasize in the car. I'm making myself fantasize when I'm sitting on break. I don't care if it's on the toilet. I'm fantasizing about an ideal picture. If that's what's going to make me survive and make me have a benefic day, I don't care if it's based on reality. 98% of my life has never been based on reality. It's always been based on fantasy. Because you know what? It's prettier in there. Technically, Gerard Butler's my husband, and, I love him to the end. I don't have anybody. But you know what? Sometimes we date and I put on this movie and I'm like all lost in fantasy land thinking, that's my husband right there on the screen. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Life is too short not to get sucked into like some sort of like happy day in the end. Anyhow, you guys, suck up this day. Don't let any squares get in your way or opposition. Screw this. We've got trines. We've got glorious sextiles. You can have a good day. Go fantasize. I don't care if it is so not based on reality. There's energy that supports that today. That's my favorite day, by the way, and except for if my fantasy became my reality. That would be another good day. I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.